You are not tired. Your body is lying in bed, but your mind is still running. It replays conversations. It creates imaginary arguments. It predicts problems that haven't even happened yet. And the more you try to stop thinking, the louder your thoughts become. If this happens to you at night, you're not broken. You're simply untrained. Tonight, I want to share with you a simple Buddhist method that has helped people calm the mind for over 2,500 years, not by fighting thoughts, but by understanding them. First, let's understand something important. Overthinking is not intelligence. It feels like problem solving. But at night, it becomes self-torture. Buddhist psychology teaches that the mind has a survival habit. It scans for danger. It searches for unfinished business. It wants control. And when the lights go off and distractions disappear, the mind finally has space to speak. The mistake most people make is trying to silence it. They say, "Stop thinking. Calm down. Why am I like this?" But in Buddhism, the mind is not an enemy. It is a scared protector, and you don't silence a protector. You reassure it. So here is method 1, the observer shift. Instead of being inside your thoughts, step back. Imagine you are sitting on a hill watching clouds pass in the sky. Each thought is just a cloud. You don't chase it. You don't push it away. You just notice it. There is worry. There is regret. There is planning. Not, I am worried. I am failing. I am in danger. Small difference, huge impact. Because the moment you observe a thought, you're no longer trapped inside it. You become the watcher, and the watcher is calm. Now, here is method 2. Name the pattern. Most night overthinking falls into 3 categories: the past, the future, or self-judgment. When a thought appears, gently label it. Past, future, judging. That's it. No analysis, no fixing, just labeling. Neuroscience calls this cognitive diffusion. Buddhism called it awareness thousands of years ago. Labeling reduces emotional intensity. It tells your brain, this is not an emergency. Now, method 3, the 3-breath reset. This is powerful because it is simple. Take a slow breath in for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Do this 3 times. But here's the key. Feel the air. Feel the chest rising. Feel the bed under your body. You're training attention to return to the present moment. The present moment has no past mistake, no future disaster, only breathing. Overthinking cannot survive in direct awareness. Now let me tell you something important. You will not eliminate thoughts. Even monks have thoughts. The goal is not silence. The goal is non-attachment. Imagine your mind is a radio. Right now, it is playing the worry station. You don't smash the radio. You lower the volume. And sometimes you just let it play quietly in the background while you rest. This is emotional detachment, not coldness, not suppression, just space. Now let's go deeper. Why does overthinking get worse at night? Because during the day, you are distracted. At night, you meet yourself, and many people are afraid of meeting themselves. Buddhist teaching says, what you resist persists. If you resist fear, it grows. If you observe fear, it fades. So tonight, instead of trying to sleep immediately, try this. Lie still, close your eyes, and say internally, it's okay, mind, you can talk. I am listening. You will notice something surprising. When the mind feels heard, it slows down. Because overthinking is often unprocessed emotion, and awareness is processing. Now here is method 4, the impermanence reminder. Everything changes, every embarrassment, every mistake, every awkward moment. Think about something that once felt unbearable, a breakup, a failure, an argument. Notice how distant it feels now. This thought you're obsessing over tonight will also fade, not because you forced it, but because that is the nature of reality. Impermanence is not just philosophy. It is psychological relief. Now I want you to imagine something. Your thoughts are leaves floating down a stream. You're sitting beside the stream. You're not jumping in. You're not grabbing the leaves. You're watching them pass. Some leaves are heavy, some are light. But the stream keeps moving. This is how the mind works. When you stop interfering, it settles naturally. Stillness is not created. It is revealed. Now let's address fear of the future. The mind says, what if tomorrow goes wrong? What if I fail? What if they judge me? But here is the truth. You have survived 100% of your worst days so far. The mind predicts disaster. Reality usually delivers inconvenience. And even if tomorrow is difficult, you will handle it when it arrives, not at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is for rest, not for solving life. So, here is a final night ritual. Before sleeping, place one hand on your chest. Take one slow breath and say, for this moment, nothing is required of me. Not productivity, not perfection, not answers, just rest. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to be unfinished. You are allowed to not have everything figured out. The Buddhist path is not about becoming superhuman. It is about becoming peaceful with being human. Overthinking is not a flaw. It is energy without direction. And tonight, you redirected it, not by force, but by awareness. So, if thoughts come again, remember, observe, label, breathe, release, again and again. This is training. And like all training, it becomes easier, not because life becomes perfect, but because your relationship with your mind changes. And when the relationship changes, the noise loses its power. Now slowly, bring attention back to your breathing. Feel the rhythm. No rush, no pressure, just air moving in and out. Let the mind soften. Let the body sink into the bed. Nothing else needs to be done. You are safe in this moment, and this moment is enough.